What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rahim Glaspy, and I'm on the set of Mic Check with Stylist B.
Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Hello and welcome back to the set of Mic Check with me, the one and only Stylist B, the show where we continue to bring you the latest and greatest. And today I have with me not just a singer, not just an actor, but an all-around performer, Mr. Rahim Glaspy.
Thank you. Hello, Stylist.
Hello. I'm fine. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm well today.
That's good. That's good. It's always good to be well, right? If you can be. So I want you to look in the camera and tell everyone who you are and what you do.
I'm Rahim Glaspy. I'm a soulful rock singer from New Orleans, Louisiana. Yay. Uptown, you hear me?
Okay, Uptown.
Yeah. Uptown, you hear me? If you want to follow me, you can follow me on all social media platforms at _The Great Glaspy. And also go get my album, No More Karaoke.
That's
Available
right.
everywhere.
That's right. Now, tell me about that title. We're going to start right there. No More Karaoke. What's going on with that one?
I started singing like professionally when I was about 19.
Okay.
And I would do covers, and my best friend he's like, "Oh man, your voice is amazing, but we don't know what you sound like." You know what I mean?
Right.
You're always singing karaoke. So then, skip forward. About 2017, my mom passed away.
Yes.
And then I turned 25, and I was like, I need to like create some music that is mine. So I started like just doing maybe like 2 or 3 songs a day. And then once I was like, let me get this album together, because I want to be able to Google myself, and it says musical artist. So I want to have an album that reflects everything that I've been through, and like just give myself a voice, you know. And then my best friend, Mr. Martin Bradford, goes, "Well, yeah, no more karaoke, man." And I was like,
"That's it."
Yep.
All right, bags for the
I'm gonna, yeah, that's it. So that's how we decided. He said it, and I was like, yeah,
that's it. When it feels right, you go with it. Like that
Absolutely.
feels right.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you're definitely bigger than karaoke. I mean, I've seen you on stage, and the thing that I love, exactly, the thing that I love about you is like it's a full show.
Oh yeah, there's a reason I call it the Great Glaspy Experience.
Yeah.
I want you to have, I want you to walk away knowing that you've just experienced something, not just you listen to my music and it sounds good. No, I want you to get it like a full show, and the energy that I'm gonna put off is gonna be amazing. Like
every time, every time.
I don't know where it comes from either.
Right.
I have no idea where it comes from.
Because you come on so like you just said, "Hi, stylist." You're just very like, "Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out." You know, and you're like, you know, tonight I'm gonna sing some music for you, and I hope you like it. And then you're like, "Cue the music," and it's like, boom, 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 boom. And it's like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like, where was our warning? So you're so big on stage, and I like that.
I don't know, that character takes over. I have no idea what happened.
You're like that with theater too, though. It's not just music. So that's why I say an overall performer, because I've seen you in theater, and it's like lights, camera, action. You're on.
Yeah. I just not a couple of months ago I did Dreamgirls.
Yes.
Which was amazing. Actually, this was my third time doing this show.
Listen, I was, you know, when you said you were doing it, I was like, they're doing Dreamgirls again, but it was a different company.
It was a different company.
So,
it was J-Pass, which was a whole another experience.
I'm sure.
It was crazy, great, all at the same time, a huge space. But it is funny doing a character for the third time, older. Because the first time I played this character, I was like...
Well, you got to tell them what character you played in case they didn't see.
Oh, right. Sorry, excuse me.
Because I know.
I played Jimmy early in Dreamgirls.
Jimmy got sold.
Jimmy got sold. And playing this character that's like super close to me. You know what I mean? He's a singer. He's basically a rock star of that time. You know, he's got these cool outfits and whatnot. It's pretty interesting to like basically have a extension of myself.
Yeah, because you're like, I know
stage.
this guy. Like, he's a lover of music. He's an entertainer.
I know him. I know him.
So then the first time you approached it, it's kind of like you're young, you're getting into it.
Well, I had no idea what was going on.
Right.
The first time I did this show, I was in high school at McDonald 35 with Mr. Troy Poplis. I love you, Pop. And I had never done a musical before. I stepped in and I'm like, okay, so I'm supposed to sing and dance and act? That's a lot you're throwing at me.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can do all at the same time.
All at the
like
same
these are
time.
things that you have to do at the same time.
Like, why don't we just add juggling? There's a lot
I'm
going
like,
on.
whoa, okay, fine. And being thrown into it at what? I was 15.
Now, what year was this?
2000,
At 35.
2007, 2008.
I'm pretty sure I was at that show.
It lined up at the same time with the Dreamgirls movie that was coming out.
Yeah.
So, and then we had this whole BET special. It was crazy. It was right
Yes,
after
I was at
Katrina.
that show. That's what I
It was a lot.
thought.
It was a
Okay.
lot.
But that
It
was
was
before
awesome,
I knew the Glaspy experience. So
Yeah.
So then, okay, coming from the first time, it's like, oh my goodness, I'm trying to do the balancing act. I'm trying to do it all. The second time around, are you a little bit more confident? You're kind of ready?
Oh yeah, I'm in college by then.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're doing it for Jennifer Holliday, the first original Effie. I got to perform for her, which was amazing. And I'm in college at this point, so it's not as hard, but I'm still not a singer necessarily. Like Dreamgirls taught me how to sing.
Okay, I would not have guessed that.
Right?
I would not have guessed that.
Yeah.
I would have thought singing came first because
Not
it's
at
such
all.
a natural thing.
Not at all.
Okay.
I was always an actor. I always loved like playing other people and learning lines and auditioning for movies. I actually auditioned for the Ray Charles movie when I was like 10 years old.
Oh.
So it's just like, you know what I mean? I've been doing this a long time.
Okay, so then the final time around, just recently, a few months ago, we're approaching the third time. But like you just said, you're older, you're more mature, you've had time to sit in this character. So what did you bring to the character this time that you may not have brought to it the first or second time?
Oh, complete experience. Like there's nothing else. Because by this time I played it, I've performed at Jazz Fest. I, like Rahim the person has literally lived the life of Jimmy. So I literally was just, in a sense, being myself, heightened like 10 times over. So it really wasn't that much different from my daily life. I literally just had to step in and put on this crazy wig, which was kind of cute. I bought it.
Did they let you keep it?
No,
because you were blonde before.
Oh my god!
You were heartbroken. Like, I have to cut my beard because you had the beard was like here, like you could play with it and think things with it.
I can't wait to have my beard back. Oh my god!
So you had to cut it for the show. I remember that.
I actually had to cut it for Polar Express back in December.
You had to cut it for.
I had to cut it and change the color.
I'm about to say and dye it.
I was so mad. They were like, "We're gonna pay you a lot." I'm like,
okay.
Whatever.
You know where actors come out with transforming all the time.
Yeah, but
if the check is appropriate,
if you go baby,
I'll get a haircut.
What color you need me to have? I will do that for you.
So you bought experience and it was celebrated. You received rave reviews.
Yeah.
Like every write-up I saw said he stole the show. Period.
I mean, again, it's not there because this is my third time doing this show.
Yeah.
So I kind of have an upper hand on everybody else because this isn't my first time doing this show. So I actually know the animal that comes in.
That's very humble, but you could have been horrible 3 times in a row.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean? That's an option. Like, I love when people who are doing well say, like, well, I mean, that's just what happens. That's not just what happens. Like, I'm not going to say it's a big celebrity, so I won't say her name. People are super protective. But in the beginning, she flunked at least 4 movies before getting training, you know what I mean? Because she was a singer first, and she stepped into acting, and she just wasn't good. And she wasn't good multiple times, but because she was already a celebrity, no one said anything. So you could have very well, been bad 3 times in a row, But no, you kept growing. So you stole the show. You received rave reviews. Tell me, how does that feel coming at it the 3rd time around?
When I read the first review, which they came, the reviewer, I won't even say his name. The reviewer came on dress rehearsal.
Okay, which is not even a full show.
Which is not even a show.
Right.
And you know, they complained about technical things.
During a dress rehearsal.
But again, it's a rehearsal that you saw. So, of course, things are going to be off. And we still gave you a hell of a show. Anyway, whoop. Anyway, so when I read that and he was like, it's called Dream Girls, but Rahim basically stole the show, I was like, I did my job.
Right.
There's nothing more that I can say. It's not literally my job to steal the show in any show that I'm in, because that doesn't make the show good.
Right.
You know, you want everybody to
compliment
be good.
the actors.
Yeah, you want everyone to be good. But if you just so happen to play a character that you've played multiple times and at this point is you to an extent, it's like,
I'm gonna go in and nail it.
Yeah, it's kind of expected. This character, it's kind of expected, and then it's a comedic character, which are easier for me to make people laugh and stuff like that. So it's like, I mean, it was kind of expected, you know. Right. I would have felt some kind of way if they were like, "Well, he sucked," and I was like, I'm never gonna act again.
Is that the crying? Are you crying?
Yeah, you know. So. Okay. Yeah.
That's funny. Well, I'm glad you didn't suck, and that did not happen. Okay, and there's no tears necessary. So, coming off of Dreamgirls, what's next for you theatrically, or what would you like to be next?
I'm actually gonna take a break for a while, just to focus on my music a little bit more. I actually want to finish my album, so I could at least get it out by July.
You can do it.
I
believe in you.
I mean, it may, because it's creating albums are always just like, because there's always so many things, and then there's this particular sound that I'm looking for that I haven't quite found yet. Yeah. Because it's in my head and I have to create it, whatever, blah. So I'm just trying to give myself time.
Life of a creator.
I'm just trying to give myself time to do that, and like, as you know, being an actor and a singer, doing both at the same time, one is not going to get the attention it deserves. Yeah. And especially when being an actor first and coming from that world and coming from theater, of course, whenever I'm in a show, that show is going to get the most of my time. Right. So I want this music to get a lot of my time so I can get on these commercials and stuff, because that's like my ultimate, well, not my ultimate goal, but it's one of my long-term goals to, like, you know, have my music on commercials and like
you want placement,
for jingles and stuff like that. Yeah, placement.
Jingles 2000.
Come on, Jingles 2000. Yes.
Jamie Foxx. Do you remember when he worked at the jingle company?
Oh yes.
Let me tell you a joke. For the longest time when that show, because I mean we were obviously much younger then, when the show was out and I first saw it, I was like, is that a real job? Like, I wanted so badly to write about the sea, the piece right here, the circle. Like, I wanted to write little jingles about all of these things. I just knew that was gonna be, you know, and you know, I'm not counting it out, but that's what that made me think of. Like, it was a whole industry I knew nothing about. I'm like, can I do this for a living?
Absolutely.
Like, think about
I definitely want to be a wrestler.
Yeah. Okay, put that out there in the atmosphere as you look down.
Don't tell nobody.
What's your wrestling name? Come on. Come on, give me the name.
You know, that's funny.
You can't put it out there and you ain't thought about it.
I never even thought about that, because when I used to do like backyard wrestling when I was a kid, I actually have pictures to prove it.
I should have made you bring them.
It's so sad. It's like, don't try that at home, kids. Just don't do it. Like, don't do it. But I did, and his name was Smoke.
Okay, so you were Smoke then.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what it would be now. I mean, Shorty Doo-Wop, because I'd be shorter than everybody else. Like, really short. It's whatever. Yeah. But I also want to talk for cartoons too. So I feel like that's a good lane.
And you're animated, so I feel like that's an option, right?
Yeah.
So do you have some cartoon voices you already have created in your head?
No, not necessarily.
I'm just calling y'all everything.
I know, I saw that.
It's called an interview, you know?
I was like,
want all of you.
Because look, I actually had to sit here and think about it. I was like, do I?
You might.
I don't know. I know I can do the SpongeBob laugh.
Okay, let me hear it. You catch yourself up doing it.
What's even funny, like, most of the times when I make, like, snaps and stuff on Instagram, I watch my own story all day long and be joked out. I'm one of those people, yes. I find myself hilarious.
Well, listen, if you don't find yourself funny, no one else will. It starts with you, okay?
I think most of the stuff.
So if you can laugh, that means other people will be laughing. And that was pretty spot on.
I told you I could do it. Like, I literally watched the guy who does it do it, and I was like, oh, I can do that.
Right? Oh, did you see him do that to his neck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he showed you the secret.
It was I was watching Nickelodeon. It had to be like Nicktoons, maybe a late night episode, and they were just showing behind the scenes of the guy who talks for SpongeBob, and he did it, and I was like, oh, I can do that.
Right, and you did it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna do it again.
So we know wrestling in the near future, but right now we're focused on music. Mm-hmm. So I know you said you're trying to find that sound, but tell me, like, what is the new album feeling like to you?
That's crazy. My first album, I have to start there.
Okay.
My first album, like I said, I'm a soulful rock singer, so I had like rock songs on there, and I think I want to do that again with this album, but I also want to like experiment with EDM, and get some like bouncing sounds in there. But I want it to be experimental because I want it to be like EDM rock in a weird. I know the sounds. You know what it sounds like. I know the sounds that I hear going on, and it's just until I find it. I can't release anything, but I know the title of the next album. It's going to be called The Conductor.
Nice. Ooh. Yeah. I see.
Shout out to Martin Bradford.
He's just coming up with all the titles for you. Listen, I have some stuff I'm working on. When I get to title phase, I'm gonna call you.
Please, yeah.
Like he just comes up with all the titles.
He saw me performing at the show that you came to at One Eye Jack's. Okay. And he was like, "You just look like a conductor up there. Oh, your album should be called The Conductor." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm putting that in my phone."
Boom.
So yeah.
And you did look like a conductor because you were like, You know who you remind me of during that show? Not specifically the sound, but Lauryn Hill. Have you ever seen Lauryn Hill work her band? Lauryn works her band. Why you making
she show up? I'm sorry.
Not doing it.
Sorry. Excuse me.
I respect you, Miss Hill. I would
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I wait for you because you do show up. Takes you a minute.
Sorry.
But that's okay.
Sorry, I said that.
But at the show, she showed up too.
The one she showed up to.
Ooh.
We there.
Okay, so when she was there, when she was present, she redoes her songs on stage. Like, so whatever song you may have heard, it's being done differently, like literally in the moment. And so you see her, she's on the mic, but she's like, more snake, more snare, more bass. And she's like working them, but you see her conducting like a whole new sound right in front of you. Oh, wow. And that's what it felt like when she was present. That's what it felt like to watch your show. I could see you creating these sounds and, these moments. And so I agree. It definitely. I don't know what
happens once the music takes over, because it's like, it's a whole different world. I literally did not think I was going to be a singer with a band. If you told me this when I was like 10, when I first started acting.
When you were still wrestling? You wouldn't have saw it.
Yeah. Because I was exercising every day, getting my guns together. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm serious. It's an interesting journey. Like, life itself is an interesting journey. And then being an artist who's been an artist his entire life has been an interesting journey. So it's just these journeys, these cycles. I went on a hike the other day. It was awesome.
Well, hikes are necessary to clear your mind. Like, you have to remove yourself from everything, especially when you're doing multiple things. You have to remove yourself, find a way to meditate, to be one, center yourself, because it's a lot that goes on in the world first, and then in your world when you're doing this and doing that and wanting to achieve a lot of different things. So I think that's a necessity. So outside of hiking, what is something else you do to kind of stay centered? I know the answer to that. Just the dramatic pause gave you the answer.
God.
I can't.
Go ahead.
That part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
do.
You see what I'm doing? Yeah, see what I'm doing?
All right. Yeah, I do all kinds of stuff.
You want to leave that open like that?
Yes. There we go. We're gonna leave
In
that right there.
conclusion,
All kinds.
sometimes you gotta do all kinds of stuff to stay centered. So speaking of synergy, right? I believe like your art brings you peace as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do a little activity where we're just gonna find out which do you prefer to stay like at peace. Okay. So if you were in a play, would you prefer a musical or a drama?
Musical.
Okay. Would you prefer a slow R&B or hip hop?
Ooh. It really. It depends. It depends. I mean, because if I'm going out, I don't want to hear slow R&B.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm like getting wine with a lady, then
You gotta let it.
then I would definitely want to hear some R&B. It depends.
Situation. So that's a situational
Yeah,
type of question.
it's
Okay, I'll let
situational.
you pass. Usually I demand the answers, but I'll let you pass.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Would you prefer a monologue or duo? Dialogue.
Wow. I would prefer monologue.
Okay.
I feel like you find out more about an actor through monologues, like because it's just them,
Right.
and especially if it's a like, I want to say an emotional piece. You say you're talking about a past trauma or something. You really find out that actor's chops through a monologue. In my opinion.
Yeah, because it's weighted on just them. So no, I agree. Like,
so a monologue.
With it being a dialogue, they kind of can lean on their partner.
Oh yeah,
you know.
that scene you don't have to do much work in scene
You just
work.
carry
You
your weight.
Give and
Exactly.
take. If it's just you up there, it's just
Like,
you up there.
It's all you. True story. Okay, what about country or rock and roll? Sorry.
Oh, rock.
Rock. Okay, we have soul or gospel.
Man, that's hard because those are kind of the same.
Yeah.
They have their
The feel,
differences.
right.
But the feel of those two are the same. But if I had to choose, I would probably choose gospel, simply because I grew up on it. The feeling of it.
Okay, yeah. Gospel feeds me. I mean, music feeds me in general,
Yeah.
but like if I am just at my wit's end, I can put on gospel music and feel like I've been to church, feel like I've been touched, blessed, like I can feel that coming.
Absolutely,
So I
dude.
agree.
Yeah. Gospel.
Okay, jazz or orchestra?
Oh, that's also hard because it's like, of course you want a big, large band because there's so many sounds, but jazz is so beautiful.
It is.
It's so beautiful it don't make no sense. So I'm gonna have to go with jazz.
Okay, I'm gonna say sounds like you made your choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
right?
to go with jazz.
Okay, so in a play,
Okay.
would you prefer to be comedic relief, the voice of reason, the idiot, the villain, or all of the above?
Okay, so that's interesting. I normally get cast as the comedic relief.
Okay.
Because my comedic chops are good.
Right.
Voice of reason is boring. I never want to be that. I don't want to be that character. What? Yeah. Oh my God, everything's so great. And what else did you say? Villain? I'm dying to play a villain.
Okay.
So I would have to choose a villain because I'm dying to play one.
What kind of villain would you want to be?
I want to be the type that talks a whole lot of mess, but like backs it up. So it's like, wow, you are just terrible, but you're not wrong.
Right.
Those kind, like Thanos.
Okay.
Thanos was the way he went about what he was trying to achieve was wrong, but his ideology necessarily like wasn't wrong.
Right.
So I would like to play a villain like that, who is like, I can kind of see where you're coming from. My dude, you didn't have to do it.
Yeah,
like that.
you're a little off your rocker.
You're a little off.
Yeah,
my man.
I like
So-
villains, and I like them because without it, the story is not a story. It's just kind of everyday life. So they basically elevate the story.
Absolutely.
And I think at one point I would like to play a villain, but I want to be crazy, like, you know, like sick crazy, like what the, like you didn't even see it coming, smiling in your face, and you didn't know. I like to be unpredictable, so I think that would be a cool character, right?
Okay.
And I also would like to do like CIA flips and like tossing people and fighting as well. Like I think that would be fun.
You want to do an action movie?
I certainly do. I was a black belt. See, people don't know that.
What?
Don't F with me. You don't want it. Black, what the? Oh, hit it. Bam. Okay.
I used to do a little
That would
something.
look more like a dance you was doing. Are you a dancer?
Or a little something.
Okay. All right, this is the last one. So would you prefer stage play or film?
Ooh. Since I'm more of a live performer,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say stage play.
Okay.
It's not that I don't enjoy film. It's not that I don't enjoy movies at all, or television, or TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
If you're out there,
He's open. He's available. Book him.
book me.
I
But
got
but like I said, there's literally nothing better than like standing in front of an audience and literally feeding off of their energy.
Yeah.
That's
addictive, by the way.
it is crazily
It's addictive.
addictive.
People
So
don't get that.
like there's nothing better than that. So I would have to
Yeah.
say stage play every single time.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yep.
But if I could do stage play with film money, that would be the best of both worlds. You see what I just did there?
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, you just talked a whole lot just now.
That's a lot, because stage play requires so much from you. Time. It's like 3 months of rehearsals, maybe a 3-weekend run possibly. And then the money is just not there. People are always like, Stylist, when is your next play? Which I'm like, that's why I only like, why aren't you auditioning for the companies? I won't run through the companies. It's like, yeah, I love acting, but it's my profession, and when you do it on the stage, it's often not compensated the way that it needs to be, unless I'm doing my own stuff, because then I do a small cast and I get sponsors and all my actors get paid. So a lot of times that's the only time you see me. Like the last play I did was The Takeover, one woman show. I was 9 months pregnant and I missed the hell out of the stage, and I'm like, I'm gonna write an original comedy, and I was paid because it was just me. But it's hard to invest 5 months of your time, and it can't even pay maybe 2 of your bills.
Girl,
That part, people don't know that.
You know what you get paid to come there, because it's all that gas money you have to
Exactly.
use. Like, baby, if we didn't love this, you wouldn't see us.
Exactly.
Trust me.
So just for all you who are always that's like, oh, did you know this person and this company, that's why y'all, I love what I do. But it has to make sense for me. It has to make sense.
Okay.
What do you think? So anyway, I enjoyed having you here.
Yes.
And we are looking forward to the new album, The Conductor, okay, coming to all iTunes download platforms near you soon. Shouts out to Bats for the great titles. And give me your social media one more time.
Yes, you can follow me anywhere at _the Great Glaspy. Spell that great out or you won't find me.
That's right. And Glaspy, it's not as common, so Glaspy.
Yes, not Gaspy, not Gillespie, not Robert Gasper. No.
Which is a person,
Yes,
but that's not you.
That's not me. He's awesome, and I would
Yes,
love
he
to
is.
work with him one day soon.
Put that out there.
But Glaspy, Glaspy.
Yes.
Yep.
So make sure you guys follow and continue to watch his journey. I know the music is going to be great. I can't wait. We've done some collabing, so we hope that makes the album. We'll see. And because you're continuing to share your gift with us, we have a gift for you.
What?
Yeah, a little gift, little something. Let me just make sure my magic. I just magically reach out and then bam. Okay.
Oh. Oh, I got a shirt. I'm about to put this on right now.
Okay. No, but seriously, thank you so much for coming
for
and
having
for
me.
what you do. Like, you are super. I've told you this before.
Thank you.
You're super talented. You just gotta keep going, stay motivated, stay consistent, and we're gonna see you everywhere. Like, I know that. So I'm excited to watch your journey. And you guys better make sure you tune in. And thank you for joining us. Until next time, remember, never let anyone dim your light or mute your mic.